If you were to go online and Google Rich Lux, you would see that a lot of people believe that you're racist.
Yeah,
So,
the good, the bad, and the bottom line.
yeah, and I think there's a few different controversies I want to talk about through this video, and I want to get to know who you are. But to start off, Rich Lux, are you racist?
No. If I was racist, I wouldn't be here.
You wouldn't be
Filming
here
with you,
with me,
filming.
but I'm white. No, I'm just-
But no, I'm not racist. Like that's something that really hurts because it's not true. You
Yeah.
know? And it sucks because it just takes, you can have like a really good run and it takes like that one person saying something about you or that one instance or that stupid thing you said or did when you were younger and it just haunts you. And
Yeah.
I just have to keep striving and proving that that's not who I am.
and just
I
like
grew
remind
from
yourself
that. I grew
who
from that.
you are. And I get that people say things about us all the time, and most of the time they don't hurt, but when they are untrue, they do hurt.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, I'm Spanish, so I'm Mexican and Puerto Rican. I grew up in the hood. I came from nothing. So, like, talking derogatory in high school from a low income area, it just kind of happens. I'm surrounded from that. But my hood is different from everyone else's hood.
Yeah.
You know, because some people were like, well, I grew up in the hood and we didn't talk like that. I was like, okay, yeah, but come on, girl. But anyway.
Yeah, I grew up in the country. So, and I think, like you mentioned, there are certain moments and certain things that have happened through the years. And those moments, they linger. And it sucks because even when I posted a picture of you on my YouTube, it's like so many people were like, he's a racist, he's a racist. So I just want to like quickly talk about like an instance. So
Yeah.
there was a situation where you were quoted saying, if he was racist, there's nothing wrong with being racist. Being racist is frowned upon. No one likes a racist, but last time I checked, it's not illegal to be racist. It's not illegal to be racist, but I think a lot of people think racism is wrong. So
It is wrong.
And a lot of people have grabbed onto this quote and they've stuck it with you. So
Yeah.
can you just give me a little context? Like, I believe you're speaking about Jeffree Star in this instance.
Yeah,
correct?
because Jeffree Star was being called out for some stuff like that. And so my thing when I made the video, it was one of those things that I make videos every single day.
Yeah.
Okay. And when you make content every single day, there are going to be slip ups. There are going to be things that you're like, oh, I wish I didn't say that. But it happens when you film every day.
Yeah.
Because I film, edit, upload it, film like that.
And we're
every
growing
day.
up, we're learning.
growing up.
And so in
But
that
I've
moment.
learned, like, I don't want people to be like, oh, feel sorry for him. No, like, I understand. Like, I got dragged through the
Yeah.
mud. Like,
Oh,
I
and
got
you have.
canceled. I've been canceled. Oh my God, I've been canceled.
Oh, I
many
know. We're going to
times.
go through them. So that's kind of the context of the situation. You were speaking about Jeffree, and I guess your point was being racist isn't illegal, but by using that phrase, being racist
Yeah.
isn't wrong. That's what you're alluding to, is it being illegal opposed to it, because it is wrong.
It is wrong, exactly, and I don't agree with it. And I think, you know, I didn't come from the best school, so sometimes when I speak, it just doesn't come out the way I wanted it to come
Yeah.
out. And I'm not the sharpest, most colorful crayon in the box or whatever, but I was like, that's one of the things that I just kind of be like, I don't regret it though. I'll tell
Yeah.
you why, because it made me smarter.
Yeah,
than-
yeah.
You know, like,
you learned
I
something
learned
from that.
it.
And you know what? It sucks that it is something that will be brought up, but I think you handling it with grace is
I went through a
important.
lot, bro.
I know. I
Like-
mean, even like a few months ago, Adam McIntyre, he
that
brought up a
brought-
little bit of this too, and it
brought it up,
reignited
and I
it
was
all
so
over again.
upset because I was in that moment. I was just like, I can't believe this is what really happened. Like when I saw it,
Yeah.
and it.
Did
know,
your
when-
stomach sink when you just saw that?
like butterflies?
Yeah.
It's weird. It's like when I saw it, I thought I moved past this, but it's still here, and I was instantly brought back to that cancellation moment where everyone's talking about it and commenting, and it kind of threw me for a loop. But in reality, it wasn't that big of a deal when he did it, but I was kind of like thrown back into that. It's so weird. Like,
No, I get that.
How you're just I felt what was happening a couple years ago happening again, and I didn't
Yeah.
want that to happen, so I made the video.
And I think I wanted to address it right off the bat just because I personally don't think you are racist. And I think it's something that, like, the people are going to click on this video and they're going to say, why are you doing this as racist? Okay, well, we addressed that right away. And it's something that if you've taken accountability and you've learned from it, then, why are we stuck on it? So I totally get that. And there's been a long history of you on YouTube. Like you said, you've started,
Yeah, a long time.
at least 8 years ago
Yeah,
or
I
so,
would
5 years
say.
ago. Why did you start making videos?
I started making videos because I was working at a chemical plant in the hometown Pasadena, Texas. I'm
Okay.
overalls, hard hat.
Oh,
We
wow.
were doing scaffold building.
So how old were you at this point? Like in your early 20s?
Woo! Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh my God. It was a job. If you are in that field, they call shutdowns.
Mm-hmm.
So it's 6 days a week, 12 hours a day. You get that one
So
day
you were
off.
working hard out
Yeah, yeah.
there.
And then I had no outlet for creativity. So I made a documentary film called Drag Houston, where I followed transsexuals, gay people, drag queens all around Houston and documented their lives. And I put that on YouTube. And that's when I got little views. And I was like, oh my gosh, like I've found my creative outlet. And then I just started making daily videos. Nobody cared. You know, it was always like, die, kill yourself, fag, and stuff like that. But I found like my little community is by expressing myself. And I had like no friends. I've always been that fat kid, you know what I'm saying? Like, just did my own thing. And so that's how I started, because I needed a creative outlet.
Would you say creating videos, so it's very personal and it's for you in a sense?
Yeah.
So one of your first viral videos was about Nikita Dragun denying a disabled fan a photo. Why did you make that video? Did you make it because you wanted to get views, or did you make it?
I made it because the community was saying, "Look at this! Like, we need you."
So
to
people
talk
were sending
about
it
this.
to you and asking you to talk about it.
And as a creator, I'm pretty sure you get people say, "You need to talk about this. Did you see this?" And it was kind of like that. And I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna talk about it." Did not know I was gonna get 1 million views. Did not know that. And from that video on, I ended up running into Nikita Dragun years later at the Blondes fashion show in New York City, and we're on the red carpet, and she saw me, but she was like that. She didn't speak to me. It was so weird. And I went up to her. I was like, "Hi." Oh, okay. She messaged me the next day, and she was like saying, "Hey, I just want to let you know I saw you. I wasn't trying to be rude. I was just going through something." So I'm like, okay, whatever. But like,
so I'm not trying to come for you on this one, but you made it. So I don't know, because I was hoping you were going to say like, oh, I just saw this disabled fan who was like treated incorrectly, and I just felt like she didn't have a voice, and I wanted to go and make a video to stand up for her. But that's not it. You did it because people wanted to talk about it, and you want to get the views.
It was a hot topic at the moment. No, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it was a hot topic at the moment. I believe the subscribers reached out to me. They were saying, "Thank you so much for making this video."
People really appreciated it.
And then she ended up reaching out.
Oh, she did?
Yeah.
Okay. And that's
it
important.
was like a big deal at that time.
Yeah, it was. I mean, you got a hell of views all of that. So I think like when people first see you, they obviously see there's like this whole get up, you've got this whole outfit, you've got your look, you've got your your lifestyle in Texas. And Texas is great because it's affordable to live in, but it's not that affordable, and you obviously live a very flashy life. So how do you afford your life? Do you even afford it? Do you have you maxed out like every single bank and every credit card? What is going on here? No, I don't. I mean, we can all social blade and go from there, but how do you maintain it all? And is it something that's always been a lifestyle you've been longing for? Because you've talked about growing up poor, and
it's just like I came from nothing. I tell people that.
So when you mean nothing, though, what do you mean nothing? Like, because my dad grew up with an outhouse, like that vibes. Like
no, but it's just like I didn't grow up with money.
Yeah, I
you
get
know
that.
what I'm saying? Like my parents was like working class. They had to work every single day, which is why I post every single day. It was like instilled to me to work.
Yeah.
And I always joke about this, but growing up as being gay, you're told to work. RuPaul tells you to work. Rihanna tells you to work. Like just so many songs that just tell you to work, and that's what I know to do. And then it kind of keeps my mind off how crappy the world is when I'm just filming and working. But because I came from like not having so much, now that I'm able to do it, I just exacerbate that. Like, let's go big.
Well, then do you spend everything that you get then? Like, are you good at? So you're not like necessarily a big saver.
Oh no.
Okay, girl.
No,
as long as you're honest with it too, that's important.
And people roll their eyes to get so upset with me, like, you could have. If you could see my closet, you could have bought a house. I'm like, I know, and it haunts me, but I'm happy with it.
And that's fine. And it's obviously this is some type of coping mechanism for how you've grown up, and and it's not saying that there's a problem here, but no, I get that, but it happens, and it's like we all have our own things. Trust me, I have my things too, and it's refreshing to see something like clearly, like we can clearly see this is a part of you, this is a reflection of, and you're owning that part of what your identity is.
It took a long time for me to get to that. To own up to it and be like, yeah, this is where I messed up, but like this is who I am, and I'm working through that.
So wait, before we get a little emotional, what's like the most expensive item in your like closet? Like, do you even know? Like, do you have...
Oh yeah, I think it's like a $30,000 coat.
Oh
yeah.
Oh, cute. Do you know which brand it is? Or Gucci?
Yeah,
oh my gosh,
$10,000 luggage. I have an obsession with like luggage pieces and trunks, and they're investment pieces. I can always sell that and get money back from it.
That's actually a great leadway into my next question. So people have brought up the fact that you've sold some bags before. I don't know if they're fake bags, if they're overpriced bags. Are you buying a bunch of bags from AliExpress and then
Oh.
doubling it? Like what? I saw a few comments about this, but I wasn't really able to figure out.
Understand? Yeah. So basically, in Houston, there's a street called like Harwin, and you can buy like, let's say, earrings and jewelry and
Yeah.
bracelets and shoes for like rock bottom prices.
It's like AliExpress, but on the street.
AliExpress but on the street, but you have to have a wholesale license. So you get a wholesaling license and you buy it in bulk, and then you can start like a Shopify, or you can start like an online boutique. So what I was doing is I was buying like a whole bunch of these fun, like I'm talking about this, the ridiculous, like a pineapple purse and stuff
Yeah.
like that, right? And it was like $10, but then you can buy that same bag online for like 30 or 40.
Where were you selling them? Like Poshmark or something?
Yeah, it was like Poshmark,
Yeah.
Depop, stuff like that. And they would sell it like that, and I would autograph them and sign them. And
Okay,
I only had a
cute.
little bit, a small amount.
Yeah.
And it was just, and I would have them in my videos when I would walk in, and I'd be like, "Oh, guys, you want to purchase this? I'll sign it. And I'll sell it to you."
Yeah.
It was almost like fan merch in a
That's
way.
smart. But then some people looked at it as like
Frowned
not
upon,
like
yeah.
a rich luxe like collectible
It was
item.
it was like
opposed to-
capitalism in a way.
Yeah.
It's like you buy something for a small amount and then you sell it for more because that's what the market wants.
I mean,
But-
that's what everyone honestly does with every single
But on
business.
the internet, it's like he's like, "Oh, yeah, I can't believe that you're doing this," and I got so angry. I was
Mm-hmm.
so frustrated because I was like, "I'm doing something that everyone else, every small
Yeah.
business does, but yet when I do it, it's like you're trying to say I'm scamming, and that's like not the case."